Good morning, YouTube friends and family. I'm going to show you my mess of a garden, and at the end, I will show you today's harvest. So, we are doing things. We are trying to neaten it up and organize, even though I haven't been out here in 2 weeks, maybe more than 2 weeks, and to actually work. I still have food, y'all. I got one asparagus. And I am going to yank that off and have it as a snack when I'm done with this video. Look at there. Okay. But yeah, I think that's going to really produce maybe in the fall here because I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, zone 9A, I believe it is. So, my corn took some beating from Hurricane Debbie. As you can see, some are laying down, some are steadied up. I just left it alone. I just fertilized today, and yes, I use Miracle Grow. So if you don't like that, you ain't eat none of it, or you can just log off the video. I'm still growing food. I don't fertilize every 2 weeks like some people do. I fertilize whenever I get to it. It might be once a month, it might be never, but it does help. So it's been about 3 to 4 weeks since I fertilized last. It was definitely prior to the storm, but this has been in place, well, for a little. I've been growing these asparagus from seeds for like 4 years. So they're permanent asparagus. I moved them around a little bit, and I even added some some of those things from Family Dollar that I bought. If you hadn't caught that Family Dollar going out of business haul, catch that. I'll link it above. But some of those that I bought, I threw in here too. I was like, whatever. If it grows, it grows. If not, it doesn't. And truth be told, I never planted the potatoes. They're still on the porch, but they still may be plantable. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. But I do have my corn here, and that's nothing but corn and a marigold plant that I moved around. These were beans, and you see the marigold took over. That's all that is. It's a big old marigold. These marigolds are almost invasive. They come up every year and all over the place. But I am getting some small tiny beans right there, if you can see. And I put about 10, 12 bean plants in here. And this is it. They didn't take over, but the marigold did. I may pull this marigold and drop a couple of seeds for some new ones. These boxes were built from pallets by a friend of mine. So they were free. And, well, they weren't free. I did give them a couple of dollars for building them. But I put okra in one of them. And that's all that's in here. I did end up getting some okra starts because the seeds never produced. I did end up getting okra starts from Gore's Nursery on US 1. And now they are almost, I'm 4'11", so they're pretty much tall as me. About 4'5", and I've been harvesting off of them. I just took my second harvest. You'll see that today at the end of the video. So here is my pear tree, and the hurricane knocked some pears off. Yes, it did. Yes, Debbie did. She knocked off 4 of them, but I still have 3. She might have knocked off 5 or 6, but we just can't find the rest because I could have swore I had 9 pears on this tree. But we're going to let these 3 make it. This pear tree has only been in my yard maybe 2 years, and I'm already getting fruit. And I got this one from Eat Your Yard. So you'll have to Google that and get you a driving map, but it's off of Pritchard Road back in the cut. I mean, you gonna think you going into the woods to be into a horror movie, but it's back there. So the great place to go visit, great place to get your trees. And again, this tree is very productive in the line of the oak tree. You see that oak tree? In the line of the oak tree and in the ground. I'm not putting anything else in the ground because the oak tree really fights with it. So I have these 17-gallon containers for which I put my Tropic Beauty Peach that I grabbed from Gore's. And I just grabbed that like 6-7 months ago. Now, I may even get peaches off of this within 12 months because it's not in the ground. And as you can see, I have my beautiful zinnias. And we have one of our garden friends here. Give him a name, y'all. He has been busy. He has been here since, well, he, she, whatever, has been here since I've been out here. And I've been out here about an hour, hour and a half. And I say, let me go ahead and give this garden blog that I've been promising, garden tour for August. It is now August 16th, Friday, August the 16th. So it'll probably go up today. And then we have some more. So I did pull one of these off and sprinkle them in here because I'm going to pull these marigolds. They're pretty much spent when they start looking like this and going wow, wow. I mean, sometimes I pull them, sometimes I don't. But when you do pull them, just grab one of these. It's dry and just sprinkle it in its place. You'll get more marigolds. And here is a kiwi in a 17-gallon container that I purchased from Gore's. It's like 12 bucks. So we're going to hope that we get kiwis. I did not feed the birds this year. I do need to fill that cage and start feeding them since it's fall. They fly south for the winter. We are south. So let's feed the birds. They will pick off some of those tomato hornworms for their protein while you give them their fruits and veggies. So I don't know what's up with that. If you know, comment below. But I'm going to pull that because nobody's going to eat that. This is my Ponderosa lemon tree. If you check out my juicing videos, I've been, juicing with these. But they are huge. They are huge and full of pith. But they can still be used. And you see how big they are. And I'm going to go in close. I'm going to go in close. They are bigger than a baseball, some of them. Some of them are truly bigger than a baseball, but they have like a half of inch of pith. The tree even looks like it's struggling. It has a few diseases. But this tree has been here about 5 or 6 years, and maybe even a little longer than that. And it's very productive. But for slicing and pretty lemons, I wanted something different. So I caught this on sale around December. And it's a bear's lemon. Now something is eating at these leaves. It's getting the same thing. So if you know what this is, because it's the same thing that's on the other lemon tree, maybe they're too close. But this is a bear's lemon. And I got this from Lowe's on clearance. I want to say they were 30 bucks or regular 75. I think it's meant to stay miniature, like a miniature tree. And it's, like a hybrid or whatever. I got to throw some treatment down for that ant bed. So these are the things I got from Amazon. Not the best, but I am close to getting a cucumber. This is the second cucumber that's been on here. However, something get to it every time. So I have not been able to get cucumbers this year. And it's not just me. I hear some of my other garden friends that I watch on YouTube saying the same thing. This is a struggle tomato. I want to say this is a peach tomato because they were so delicious. I was trying to put them anywhere to get a couple here and there. And none off of this yet. None. So, and I probably need to move this to up there. So this is a mandarin orange. Mandarin orange. And what I do in mine, you may notice, is stuff growing around. So don't waste any growing space, y'all. So what I do in my 17-gallon containers, if I'm not growing pollinators, I am growing beets, radishes, root vegetables. I'm probably going to drop some carrots for fall or something like that. Definitely do not waste growing space. Since these trees are young, they're not taking up the whole container yet, use that space. You can get 6-7 beets out of here. And I pull beets and I've dropped them again since I put this tree in the bucket back in I don't know, it's been 3-4 months, maybe about 4 months ago. When I put them in here, I drop seeds around them. So yes, I have harvested from them. I'm eventually going to get rid of this. If you caught my video where I did picked all this stuff, made a big juice, I don't know what, I should have tasted every vegetable before I put it in there. I don't know what that was that made that stuff so bitter and nasty, but I had to throw all that juice out. I was so upset because the beets I know were fine. I just don't know what did it, but I think it was this celery. So I'm going to taste the piece, but I think I'm going to let it go because the ones I did cut off, they never like cut and come again. So this is about done. See, I just kicked it and it cracked. So that's over. I'll find something else to put there when I redo my trees. When I plant a tree you're about to see, I will go ahead and change that up. This is a bucket stand built by me, but I had somebody else. Sometimes I feel like building and sometimes I don't. So I had someone else put the back trellis on it. But you can build these. The plans are online. They're very easy. They're not that expensive. I did this one myself. And it holds 8 buckets. So it makes for a great planting space. This is great if you're renting and you're going to move. Keep all your stuff above ground and movable. But I'm here forever. I just like container gardening over in-ground gardening or raised bed gardening because of this oak tree. So all I have in here is there's a little carrot sneaking in there. It's some black basil from seed. It's some tomatoes. So these are sweet 1 millions. The only plant out of 6 that's doing well. Excuse the noise. And this is, I want to say that's a peach tomato over there because it's one growing, but it's split. I may still try to eat it. Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with those split tomatoes. And this one broke in the hurricane, or when I was trying to prep it for the hurricane. So you see where it broke there. But it never produced. I never got any big tomatoes. Never got any big tomatoes over the summer. This is my pepper bed. Now tell me this. Should I pick these or wait? I picked some. Should I pick these or wait? I think I'm going to wait until they get bigger. I want some more big bell peppers. But, and how many peppers can I eat? These were overwintered. So the bell peppers and the poblanos have been here for over, going on 2 years. And they're in this homemade, designed by me, bucket stand, bucket table. Look at our other garden friend. They eat bugs too, so don't worry about those. If you see a lot around, they're getting full. They're eating your little aphids and bugs too. The only thing new to this table this year is these jalapenos. Got those from Home Depot on sale for $2. Just one plant, $2. So it's doing pretty good. It may overwinter, it may not. I'm not totally that into the hot peppers. But this right here is from seed. This is lemon drop peppers from M.I. Gardner. And oh my gosh, when you think lemon drop, you're going to think of sweet pepper. Oh no, they're not sweet. They are spicy, but they're not too spicy. They fall somewhere between a poblano and a jalapeno. Like, I tasted one. I was excited. I was out here like, ooh, I got my first one. Let me taste it. And I was stunned, but I didn't have to run and go get water. That's how I would describe it. They are pretty peppers. See, I have 2 about to turn yellow over there. They are small peppers, about the size of the first 2 notches of a pinky. That's how big they get. So, then let's see. And this has been growing forever. This may have been what made my juice bitter. I don't know, but it's growing so good, I want to leave it. It's been making it all summer. Maybe it's shaded out a little bit by the oak tree, and that's how it was able to make it all summer. So I'm going to keep it because it's doing good. It's early greens, and they may be sweet come fall. So all of these peppers, you see how thick this is? It's one bucket in here that's completely empty. It really is. And it's that one with the green pan in it. But you can't tell this one up here that's empty. I'm leaving these. I just harvested, but I am leaving these poblanos because they can get bigger. So I want some bigger ones, like stuffable ones. So I am trying to leave some stuff so I can stuff them. And then totes. Okay, so I may be headed away from the totes. Oh, let me go back. This is why I'm headed away from the totes. So if you caught my short about garden for $100, these two just went on sale again. These little metal beds. They're 4-foot metal beds. They just went on sale again. I got 2 for $50. And I might have got 2 for, I know I had some credit, so I didn't pay anything for them, but I got 2 of them. Just ordered another 2 because I'm going to try to make like a line. Just a line with space in between to walk through. Just a line. But as you can see, some of the $100 stuff didn't make it. So I got 1 squash that did. The marigold's doing fine. I just picked a radish today. And that kale is struggling. And I don't even remember what I put here, but whatever it was, it did not make it. And this squash is trying to make it. And these sweet 1 millions ain't doing too well. These kales look rough and diseased. The marigold is I eat. And whatever I put here did not make it. Okay? So that's the update on the $100 garden. But again, I don't come out here. And the totes. So I got rid of 1 tote. The one that had check out my last tour. The one that had the big old collard green in it. I got rid of that finally. The tote was crumbling, so I threw that away. So these totes are good for 2 to 3 years. But again, you find them on the roadside all the time. They are a very good place to do raised bed gardening. You can get a lot of food in them. I mean, you can have carrots, beets, radishes, all of that, cabbages, everything, collard greens, potatoes. Check out my potatoes and totes. I'm growing sweet potatoes again. This was volunteer. I ain't even put no sweet potato in here. So I hope I actually get some potatoes since this was a volunteer. And when I broke the tote last week, see, there's the remnants. I just dumped the dirt in here on top. It'll start growing up even higher. It'll make more potatoes and all of that good stuff. And then I'll go ahead and pull them in a couple of months. So nothing's in here. I'm going to start my fall in here. I'm going to get the soil a little stir, add a few amendments, and get my fall in there. I put onions in here, and it's a carrot in there. And this used to have cabbage, so I may drop a cabbage in here for fall, since I actually got a head on a cabbage out of this tote. I think I got 2 of them out of this tote. So again, no excuses. You can do it. You can do it. These greens, I'm thinking about leaving them till fall. I actually had some volunteer sunflowers. Isn't that pretty? Those are spent. But I did have volunteer sunflowers. And I have collards. Weeds that I need to clean. This is my composting in place. We still do add our kitchen scraps to this. Doing fine. I don't know how. I still fertilize over here. Let me just be honest. I do still fertilize over here. I don't pull the compost out. I was trying to make the worms go in and out to make worm casting and worm tea with that. So I may work a little bit with it, open it up, see how it's doing, all of that good stuff. With y'all one day. I'm scared. I sent cameraman out here to put the food in. That's how. I'm like, I'm scared I'm gonna find a snake in there. But this is the eggplant. I got this for $2 from Walmart. I did eat an eggplant off of it. Never grew an eggplant before, but I think I like. So yeah, I'm gonna keep growing eggplants. And I think we can, in Florida, can grow eggplants in the fall. So I'm hoping to get more. I only got one off of here. It's been here 3 months. I should have had a harvest more than one by now. But again, I don't do anything. So I get what I put in. That's what I'm looking at. So I can't get mad about it. So here's my little project here. I don't know if I showed you this already. Oh, I need some more lights out here. But this is my little project. And this was supposed to be all my pollinator pot garden. So if you remember, I was picking up these pots from the clearance at Family Dollars when the stores were closing. So they were $2 pots. And they used to last a long time. So hopefully they still will, because I have some pots like this that I've had for 4 or 5 years. So they used to last a long time. And I put those dahlias that I was getting from Ollie's in here. They're not doing good back here. They do good up front, but I hadn't seen a dahlia yet back here. I do see where they're growing. That's the dahlia plant. But I don't see where they're flowering. So today I did drop a few zinnias, and I did do some gladiolas in here. So this is supposed to be the pollinator garden. And you know gladiolas will pop up whenever they feel like it in Florida, middle of winter, wherever. So I'm glad I do have gladiola bulbs, and I think these are some other kind of bulbs right here, and they're coming up. I forgot what they are, but they're coming up. And hopefully one day this will be beautiful. And I do need to get the gutters clean, because I actually saw, like this one right here, the water's coming out, spilling over the gutters and all this rain and just ruining it. So you can tell where it's doing that at. I believe it's doing it here. So that's why nothing's growing. And then it's doing it here. You can tell it's doing it there. So I do need, we tried to clean the gutters out ourselves. I had cameraman up there messing with them. But oh my gosh, these teenagers. Me and him was out here fussing. Whew, it was rough. But I think it made some of them flow, but we didn't finish. So I'm going to have to get these gutters professionally cleaned, and I may have to get the gutter covers at least back here where the trees are, because it was actually a plant growing up top. See, it still is, so he didn't finish cleaning them. If you could see that, it is a plant growing in the gutter, which will, of course, block it and make it spill over. So this is comfrey. I got this from Eat Your Yard 2 years ago. Dropped it here. I need to start actually using it to fertilize, but I don't have to do nothing for this. Nothing to stay alive. These onions have been down here for years. I planted some more. It looks like they disappeared. I can't, well, again, I ain't trying too hard to grow an onion, so that's what happens. This lemongrass I got from probably Gore's. And again, there's another one of those pots. But it's tall as me. It's over 4 feet tall. I use this, like, see, when I had the $100 Creative Garden for $100, I had these kales growing from seed. And they just sit here and they get stunted. And maybe because I'm using stunted kale as it is, they're not thriving when I actually put them in the bed. I don't know what's going on with that, but I am going to still use this to start seeds for the fall and then kind of transplant. I think that was a okay idea. I got to clean this one out. It's horrible. It's horrible. And the fact that there's no water in the bottom means we hadn't had rain in 2 days. But I'm going to still hold out. I ain't watering nothing, because God been doing a good enough job at it. So that's how I feel about it. Especially here in Florida. We are going on our first 48 hours without rain, unless it rained while I was asleep last night. But it's supposed to pour down Sunday. So why am I paying for water when God gonna send some in due time? Yes, he will. And this is the bird of paradise. It's two of them in here. I need to move one. I really want to kind of clean one up and try to grow one in the house. I don't know. I might kill it. And it has some hibiscus in it. But this pot is overloaded. I probably need a way bigger pot than it's in. Because, oh my goodness. It's huge. Look at that. It's huge. And it's Mandevalia. And I get these on clearance at Walmart all the time. Already prepared dish gardens or whatever. And love them. Love them. I have two up front. And I believe I do have a video. I'll try to link it above showing you that when I did it. My spring DIY from 2.5 years ago is thriving. I've up potted it and it is beautiful. I just got to go clean it out because you know some stuff die out at this time and it does need to be cleaned out, and that stuff needs to be pulled back. See, I got plenty of chores I could be doing, but it's so hot out here I can't. So this is a mess, but the callaloo keeps coming back. It's kind of invasive, so I'm gonna let you know that up front. Callaloo can be invasive, but I do have callaloo, and I have these that I need to clean out for fall, because those will be my lettuce gardens outside. I did purchase a Aero Garden like device from my recent Hobby Lobby haul. They do have 75% off right now. They did have indoor Aero Gardens and they were $30. Their brand. They're not the Aero Garden brand, but they close enough, and they was $30. So I did get one because that was something I was not waiting on 90% off on, and I'm glad I didn't because my store has sold out of them and it has not gone to 90%. So just a heads up, check yours out. Should go 90% hopefully next week, but if you have time Saturday, go check, see what you see. If it's something you truly want, go ahead and get it at the 75. But that is the backyard. And let's go down the fruit trail. Now the camera work has to be different. Oh, I left something out. We can't forget the new addition. Where is this? Look at the worm. I don't know how he get there. He in the wrong spot. I'm not picking him up. My son does that, but I'm not doing it. So, Persian lime. I've tried several times to grow a lime. These were on clearance. My friend, my shopping buddy, called me up and said they had them on Collins Road, $5. I said, grab me a lime. I'm going to keep trying because I like to have limes. They go good in juices. Made a juice yesterday with a lime that I had to buy from the store. Shouldn't be that way. Okay, so this is my last attempt at a lime. We can go and pull that mess up. I cannot plant anything this close to the oak tree. This is my Walmart peach tree that never gave me a peach. This thing has been here about 5 or 6 years now. No peaches. Plenty leaves, no peaches. I'll even see those little nodules, no peaches. So I think I'm going to try pruning the tree. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to dig this mess up and let it go. Because after 5, 6 years, I don't have a peach. This ain't a peach tree for real. This must be the rootstock and the actual grafted peach didn't make it or something. I don't know. But look at there. No peaches. Yeah, the persimmon tree, full of persimmons. This came from Eat Your Yard. Eat Your Yard never fails. I got persimmons the first 18 months. Then to find out that I'm kind of allergic to them. So I can only eat 1 or 2 and I'm going to pass the rest out to friends and family. Now looking at this tree, I don't think that's fire blight. See that leaf? I don't think that's fire blight. That's some other kind of something, but that's not fire blight. So I got to figure out what that is. But it's full. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of them. 13 of them. And I think I had 9 the first time. So this is my orange tree. I cannot remember what kind of orange. Let's see. This is my orange tree. Oh, it's a Valencia orange. And I got 3 oranges off of it last year. Delicious, 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 delicious. Now this, I don't know what happened. So I don't want to let it go just now. But this is, oh goodness, the tag ain't even on it. Oh, this is a Meyer lemon. This is a Meyer lemon. And I was concerned about it. That's why I bought the Bear's lemon. It is growing from the bottom. I don't know if that's the rootstock or the graft or what. But I say I'm going to let it, I'm going to wait and see. Because I don't want to get rid of a good tree. But I still got my Bear's lemon in the bag. And that is it, because my front yard is atrocious. I can't even let you see it. It's that bad. I have to. Now the grass is beautiful. The grass that I just got replaced is beautiful, and I am having another part replaced, another pallet installed on the same spot I installed myself last year, and that's my thing. Now sometimes do it yourself don't work. Sometimes myself can't do it good enough, so I really have to pay somebody, and that was a lot of work. And I think I've spent about $300 to $400 to be doing it again and paying $635 1 year later. Okay, so I'm not trying that anymore. I'm going to pay the $635, and I'm going to water once it's done. But I am on them, like I am telling them. They have came out here to spray it and kill it 2 times. Because if you go back and look at my video, I sprayed it, come back, that junk was growing back in a week. I sprayed it and tilled it, and it took right on over the sod out, the pallet of sod I put down. So we're not doing that again, and I'm making sure they do it right. That will be the last $635 they get from me. I'm determined. So the front, and now I pay the people to actually treat it too. I'm like $44 every 3 months or 2 months or whatever. It's better than me paying $635 every year. Basically is what it's coming out to be. So I am going to, I'll update you on that. And if you need the company's information, I'll share that. Just ask below and I'll share it. They're not paying me anything. They ain't giving me no discount. But if you need it as one of my subscribers, I will share. But I hope you enjoyed this garden tour. I'll give you one more little glimpse. This garden tour. I'm trying to neaten it up. I'm trying to make it